Hey y'all, before I show you today's layout, I wanted to talk about this Fisker's thick punch. You can punch several layers of paper or different type of materials with these thicker punches, and they are pretty bulky and big. And this one is a diamond shape, and as you can see, it's kind of big. There it is unlocked when you're using it. So there's a little story behind this punch. I had been going to Tuesday morning and I'd see this punch for sale and I'd think, what in the world do you do with a diamond shaped punch? And I would go about my business, and the next time I would go to Tuesday morning, well, there's that diamond punch still there. What would you do with that punch? So I watched Paige Evans do her layout share of like 180 boy pages, and there were some diamond designs in there, and the little light bulb went on in my head and said, oh, that's what you do with that diamond punch. That I kept looking at and going, well, what would you do with that? Why would you need a diamond punch? So after I saw her, some of her layouts using this diamond shape, I had to have one. So I went to Tuesday morning, and guess what? Gone. My sister checked it her Tuesday morning, no punch. So I ordered this off of Etsy. So when it came in, I just had to use it because I had to have one. So I actually used something that I just thought I had to have. And I also used a newer collection, P13 Soulmate, that I had just recently purchased. And I got the paper pad and some of the stickers and the 6x8 paper pad. And what I did was Scraplift Paige Evans and used the 6x8 paper pad. And I thought it was really cool what I did, because I punched a bunch of diamonds and I wanted to use this line, but you know how we are about, cutting into something new or something we love. And I thought, well, since this is 6x8, I'm going to cut the bottom 2 inches off of one of these 6x8s, or several of them, to punch my diamonds. And that's what I did. I just cut the bottom, the bottom 2 inches off. So I still have a 6x6 piece of paper. So I only used 2 inches off the bottom of several sheets to punch my diamonds. And I'm saving these scraps until I'm done with this collection, because this is some good paper, so I don't want to get rid of anything, because I might be able to punch a small item out of it. So I'm just keeping that all together, and here is my layout that I made. And let me make sure I'm on screen. Now this is a duplicate of Paige Evans' layout, where she punched out all these diamonds and then made a design on her page and stitched in between them, and that's what I did. So I punched out a lot of those diamonds out of those bottom 2 inches. The paper is double-sided, so I could alternate my patterns. And I started laying them down, and of course under the photos here there's no diamonds in it, so you're not wasting your time putting product and stitching on your page unnecessarily. There's no stitching under there. There might be, it may go like, the stitching probably goes like to right here, because I wasn't sure of the precise placement. But I did a lot of picking up my photo, setting it down, stitching, picking up my photo, setting it down, to get my placement. So I started placing these diamonds, and then I just punched some holes in between these shapes, and stitched. And that is the bulk of the layout, and it did take a while to do the stitching, and I really didn't embellish it that much because of all the stitching and all the different patterns. So I wanted to keep it kind of simple, and I just put my title, my dad and my hero, because he is my hero. And I did a little bit of journaling here. Now I just drew some pencil lines with a T-square ruler, and I've got to erase my pencil lines, but I gotta find my good eraser, because I wouldn't recommend using this type of an eraser on a pencil for your journaling, because it does create smears and it just doesn't do good. If you get a it's a white eraser or one of those gum erasers, they work really well, and I have both, so as soon as I find one or the other, I'll get rid of those pencil lines. But all that is my title and my journaling and 2 pictures, and I put the date up here for June 20th, because this was Father's Day, and my journaling talks about me not seeing, you know, hugging my dad on Father's Day, that's as close as I got to him because of the virus and his health issues. And my husband had been exposed to somebody at work whose son tested positive for the virus, so we did not take any chances with my mom or my dad. My husband didn't even go over there Father's Day because, you know, the guy he worked with, son had the virus. So that's how I hugged my dad. And my journaling says I was very sad, but also very blessed at the same time, which is the truth, because I am very blessed that we still have my dad. So that's what I wanted to express in my journaling. And for this layout, I thought the colors were good, and then I just cut a little bit off of this 12 by 12. This is also P13, and I just put a brown piece of cardstock behind it to match the stitching. And I wanted to do navy, but I didn't have any navy embroidery floss. They were all more vibrant blues. One other thing I wanted to mention was to encourage you to use your favorite papers, because to me personally, I think my paper is wonderful like this, but I think it is even more wonderful on a layout with my favorite photos on top of them or incorporated in it. And so not only do I get to enjoy it, but other people who look at my pages get to enjoy it. So use your papers, use your favorite papers, just use them with your favorite photos, because just remember, all those papers that you are hoarding today will be the ones that you're purging tomorrow. We'll see you next time. Bye.